Okay, my sponge isn't cold enough, so I'm just gonna dunk her head in. Hey V-Buts! I'm back, and today I'm going to be checking out a brand new line of dolls that I stumbled across at Walmart. I was just walking through the aisles and I saw a sign and a whole display for something I've never come across before, and they were only $17. These MGA Dream Ella, which sounds really weird, color change surprise fairies. And based on the concept, the shape and size, minus the cylindrical tube, and the contents inside, I'm going to say this is their answer to the color change Barbies that are on the market. So each package is going to come with an 11.5-inch doll, a sponge, or at least what I think is a sponge, a wig, skirt, and shoes. Which seems pretty familiar, doesn't it? Minus the cylindrical shape, it's pretty much the same. And there are only going to be 3 to collect, which includes Ella, Yasmin, or Yasmin, depending on how you pronounce it, and Aria. So in hopes of finding one of each doll so that we can see what they all have to offer, I picked up 3. So now we're going to switch down to the table, get some water, and reveal our fairies. I don't know what I'm doing right now. And funny story is, I was only actually going to pick up one of these, and then I thought about it for a while and decided to go back and check them again, just in case there was some kind of something, anything that would allow me to show you guys a different doll and prevent duplicates. And I'm really glad that I did, because when I went back and checked them again, I discovered a 6-digit number above the barcodes, and there were 3 different types. So this one ends in 8000, this one is 8017, and this one is 8024. And I'm just going to quickly write those numbers on the side of the packaging so we can keep track of who came in which one. That way, if you're watching and you decide you want a specific doll, you'll know exactly which number to look for. Yeah! Okay, so let's start opening. Is there a specific place to do it? Is it there? Ow! That is not the place. No. Okay, so we're supposed to take this cardboard off the top, but there's no specific location to start, and now I've created a sharp spot. So just be mindful of that and try not to break the plastic, because I'm pretty sure that's what we're bathing our doll in to take off the color. All right, this was the wrong day to try to feel fancy with press-on nails, that's for sure. They're gonna pop off on me. This is what I get for being too lazy to paint them. Although those usually get messed up in the openings too. Here we go. 1 box. I think the best way to do it is to peel up a little bit off the bottom corner and then gently pinch the base of the plastic together, creating a spot to slide your finger and open. So pull, pinch, separate. 3. So here are the 3 different packages. They look the exact same. I'm glad I didn't decide to try to see through the plastic there, because I did in fact think that was something I could do. When I went back, I was like, hey, maybe we could see through the package and notice something different, or maybe there'd be a different weight to it. But in the end, I'm glad I settled on the codes because they seem the most likely. But of course, before we can find out, we need to see what comes inside each package, which includes paper blind bags. The top one is the biggest. I assume this is the doll. Underneath, we have 1, 2, 3, and 4 others. And finally, some instructions. So I've put down a towel to protect my table. That's always a good tip. And because I want to do all the dolls at once, I'm just going to quickly write their codes on their blind bags so I don't mix them up. Okay, she's done. She's done. And there we go. She's done. And now we can open the dolls, starting with 8000. These are paper blind bags, by the way, which I am a super fan of. And here's the first doll. It's a pretty hollow plastic covered in a metallic purple paint, and the head feels really flimsy. Honestly, this actually feels like a dollar store Christmas tree ornament. Okay, next we have doll 8017. And it's glued inside the bag. Oh no, hold on. Oh, yeah, it was definitely stuck inside there, so it's got some glue on the belly. Other than that, it's a really pretty color. It's like a metallic blue, but in person, it's more of an aqua. Which brings us to doll 8024, who is also glued to the package. And this one here has a pink metallic finish. Oop, I forgot to take out the instructions. Oh, their heads are so cheap feeling. I don't like that. So to reveal our doll, we're gonna use this container and not a bathtub or sink because the color could stain. You don't want that. And we're supposed to use room temperature water, which I have ready. So here's hoping there's no holes in my plastic tubs, because otherwise we'll have a huge mess on our hands. Oh, she's floating. Oh no, I didn't get enough water. Be right back. Oh no, wow, that happened so fast. I was literally gone for less than a minute getting more water. And the paint's already coming off. I missed the fun. Ooh, it's very shimmery. Alrighty. Float, float, float. I'm just gonna add some more. I tried to go so fast so that I wouldn't miss the color change. Okay, I'm gonna take off the camera so you guys can see how pretty and swirly the water looks. I absolutely love how it is moving. I don't know if you guys could see it. It looks like a galaxy, but not one from far, far away. I'm afraid to touch this though. I feel like it's gonna stain my fingers. And although it's a little tricky to see, I wanna point out that each doll here has a different skin complexion. So I'm gonna go ahead and say that the code thing works. Now we just got to figure out which doll gets which name. Hopefully we'll figure that out by opening the surprises, but it doesn't feel like there's any sticker or card in there, so I might have to look it up. But first I'm going to turn them over because currently their faces are still covered. Ooh, that's a very pretty liquid. Ooh, does it stain the skin? I don't know. Is it going to stain my towel? Also don't know. Maybe I should take off my rings just in case. Hold on. Check out hers. Oh, this is so great. Water play is fun for everyone, guys. Aw, yeah. Although this makes me uncomfortable, I feel like they're drowning. Starting with doll 8000, I'm going to open this one that feels like the sponge. Yes. Take her out of the water and clean up any leftover paint. And surprisingly, there's not much here, guys. That's awesome. So she's got a peach complexion and comes wearing a shimmery pink pearly bodysuit with a yellow rainbow and wings across the chest. And currently she's got a bright purple short hairstyle with green eyes, pink makeup, and glittery pink eyeshadow. I'm just gonna give her a shake and leave her to dry. And we'll move on to doll 8017 next, who is blue. So just gonna make sure I get in the leg crevices because that's where the leftover paint will be, and under the armpits. Otherwise, it's pretty good. And there we go. They shine too much under the light, but here is the second doll. She's got a tan skin complexion and comes wearing a pearly blue bodysuit with a yellow heart and wings across the chest, a short bright blue hairstyle, and has light brown eyes with aqua eyeshadow, some of which is glitter, light blushing on the cheeks, and pale pink lipstick. And we'll clean up the last doll, also known as 8024. What a beautiful name. And she's the pink one. And you know what? To be honest, she's pretty much done. There's nothing left on her. It doesn't look like it anyway. Between the water and the metallic finish on these, they're super reflective. I'm so sorry. So she's got a brown skin complexion and comes wearing a pearlescent pink bodysuit with a yellow diamond star and wings across the chest. Hold on, maybe I can block the light. Can you see? She's got brown eyes with pink makeup and glitter, blushing on her cheeks, pearlescent purple lipstick, and short bright pink hair. Okay, so I've gone ahead and wiped the dolls down with paper towel, and now that they're dry, I just want to point out that these dolls have 5 points of articulation, which includes their heads, their arms, which only rotate a full 360 backwards, they don't go side to side, and legs. And funny enough, as I was drying them, I discovered that the legs actually have a bit of a ball joint, allowing them to spread a bit further, but not all of them do it, and I almost broke the leg on my blue doll here. So just be mindful of that and the possibility of breakage. And now we're ready to open their surprises. But first, I just need to point out that my number hack did in fact work, and even better, I now know what names go to what dolls, so that we don't have to call them a number anymore. So our first doll, which was purple, had the code 8000, and her name is Aria. The second doll was blue and had the code 8017, and she is Ella. And finally, our pink doll had the code 8024, and her name is Yasmin, or if you prefer, Yasmin. So make sure you wrote those down if you cared to know, and also note the fact that I'm a genius. And now we can get them dressed. Starting with Aria, we're gonna open the surprises. And first up, we've got a long wavy-haired purple wig with light pink streaks in the front. And quite a bit of it is coming out, but to be fair, that happens with any new product that has hair or fur, but that seems to be all. And the cap itself is made of a transparent plastic or some kind of rubber. It's pretty well rooted, so let's just pop that on. Oh, she's cute. She kind of looks like a witch now. Her head is super light, so it sort of just flips all over, but otherwise it looks really nice. Their faces are pretty slender. The only issue I have here is that you can actually see that cap, and so I'm gonna try to trim it down just to see if we can. As long as we stay away from the rooting, it shouldn't be a problem. This is not a recommendation, I just want to test it out so you don't have to ruin your item in case it doesn't work. Okay, here we go. Yeah, that looks way better to me. Just remember, any alterations you do choose to make are 1, your choice, and 2, most likely permanent. Moving on, we've got the medium, I guess, sized blind bag. And inside, we've got a 2-layered purple skirt with a silver belt. So the top is a purple tulle with glitter, and the liner is a metallic purple. Inside, there's a white thin ribbon so that it stays down on the doll, and it actually looks like it's stitched together really well. And surprisingly, it's not super crunchy like I expected for a budget doll. So let's slide it on her and put it together with the Velcro. So there we go. And finally, oh wow, we've got some really nice shoes, and they're nice and hefty. Like, for a cheap doll, this is crazy good. So they're a super tall ankle chunky sandal heel. Is that a thing? Hopefully. They're a light purple with embedded silver glitter, and each one has a wing. So the left side has the left wing, the right side has a right wing. And I didn't expect these to be such a good quality with a nice heft to them since it's a budget doll. It feels substantial, like an OMG shoe. That's crazy. And that's it for Aria, our first Dream Ella color change fairy. You know, I'm actually quite surprised by how much I like them. Next up is our blue doll Ella, who had the code of 8017. Let's open her wig first. It's blue with a purple streak, and once again, it is long and wavy. I'm just gonna go ahead and brush it out. Hers has a lot of knots in it. And now we can try it on. You know, although hers blends in a lot better than Aria's did, I think I'm still gonna trim it because I can still see it and it bugs me, okay? Once again, I'm not recommending this. I just personally think it ends up looking better. See, she looks like a movie star now. But of course, she still needs clothes. Here is her skirt. So it's very similar to Aria's in the sense that it is a solid color matching the doll, in this case blue, with a silver band around the middle, except the liner has a nice scalloped or flower looking cut to the bottom of it. And once again, the insides look really nice. Oh, that is so cute. She's really coming along. And lastly, we have her shoes, which are the exact same as Aria's, except hers are blue with silver glitter. So let's just put those on. Also, in case you were wondering, although the dolls look similar in size and appearance to a Barbie, their hands and feet are bigger, so I don't think the shoes would fit. And the wigs also seem smaller. Which brings us to our third and final doll, Yasmin, also known as code 8024 with the pink color scheme. And here we go. First, we have her wig, which is a super bright pink with a blue streak in the front. I'm just gonna comb through those knots and apparently get my fingers trapped. There we go. Take out any extra hair. Actually, this one doesn't have as much shedding as the others. No shedding. That's good. And here's what it looks like on. Oh, just like the first one, there's also a blue line down the center, and it bothers me. I wonder if it's supposed to indicate like the part line, maybe? I guess that's possible, but it looks horrible. I don't know if I like that over there. Maybe that's not a thing. So once again, I'm just gonna cut it off. Of course, with my standard reminder that this is a personal choice and not a recommendation. All right, let's see if that's any better. Yeah, I actually really like the look of this one curl in the front too. See, I just think it looks better in the end. Moving on to the skirt. Once again, it looks pretty much the exact same with 2 layers, tulle on top, a silver band, and a matching liner to whatever the color theme is, except this time we've got a pretty standard cut for it. The inside is stitched really well, and here's what she looks like with it on. Bringing us to our final blind bag, her shoes. Oh, that went flying. Once again, they are the exact same, except this time in pink. And there we go. Yasmin, complete. Now, although we might be done with the surprise bags, there is still one more surprise left to find, and that's going to require the use of these sponges and some ice water. Hopefully mine is cold enough because this doesn't always work out. Hold on, we need some space, girls. We need some space. So starting with Aria again, if you take the sponge and put it on that light pink streak in her hair, it turns to a darker pink. I'm not even sure if you guys can see this, but it is in fact doing something. I mean, it still kind of looks light on the camera, and to be honest, that's because it's not a dramatic color change so much as it is light hair becoming darker when wet, but either way, still cool. And if we take off the wig just for a better view, zoom in so you can actually see, we're supposed to also be able to reveal a surprise over her eye. Ready? 3, 2, 1. Okay, my sponge isn't cold enough, so I'm just gonna dunk her head in. And there we go. She's got a bluish purple wing over her left eye and something circling around the side of it, but that one seems to be fading a lot quicker. Probably because it's a lot paler of a color. You can't even see it in the camera. Oh my gosh. But the point is it works, and now she's leaking from the armpit, so I think we're done with Aria. Let me just shake her out. And we will move on to Ella, whose hair color starts off blue and a light purple, and once we add the ice water, it turns into a slightly darker purple. Hopefully the markings on her face show up better. Oh, wait. Hold on, hold it, and reveal. There's a pink and green butterfly over her eye. Oh, that's so pretty. I wish we were able to see the other one better. I like that a lot. Okay, cool. And finally, we have Yasmin, who starts off with pink hair and a light blue streak, which gets just a bit darker after we add the icy cold water. So let's zoom in one last time, remove her hair, and see if we can see her color change marking. 3, 2, 1. Ta-da! Hers fades away just as quickly as Aria's did, but because it's pink and green, we can see it a lot better. Hold on, come back here. I don't understand why hers fades so fast. I think it's just because it's so light. Like, look at that. Can't see anything. Well, either way, that's it for the color change and our dolls. The last thing to point out is that you can swap their hair and skirts because they're all the same size. Although I'm just gonna do the hair right now because it's easiest. So there you go. Aria is now wearing Ella's hair, Ella is wearing Yasmin's, and Yasmin is wearing Aria's. Ooh, and she looks so pretty too. And here they are again in their original looks. Honestly, they are beautiful, and the only thing that would make them better in my opinion is if they had wings. By the way, I totally got them to stand unassisted. It took a bit of coaxing, but between those nice chunky shoes and specific placement, it can be done. Surprise! I'm back, and it's a brand new day because I just couldn't leave you guys before coming up with a super easy craft so that we can actually use that water. It's just too pretty to get rid of, and instead you can turn it into a magical fairy potion jar. So let's get our towel back because this is gonna make a mess. So I went to the Dollar Tree and picked up snow globes or water globes, which you could also pick up at craft stores. And I'm going to transfer the colored water one by one into a jug and then pour it into the globes, making sure that it goes all the way to the top of the rounded area, but leaving space for the waterproof seal. Then all you gotta do is screw on the lid nice and tight and give it a shake whenever you want to see your magical fairy potion. And if you can't get your hands on a snow globe or water globe, no worries, because you can totally do this with any clear jar or bottle, as long as it has a tight-fitting lid. And if you still have some left over, don't be afraid to create your own potion by mixing the colors together. So I gave some of the pink water to my daughter in a jar, but I have leftover of the purple and blue, so I'm gonna mix those together. And look at that, we've got a nice dark blue now. Ooh, I love it. If you're choosing to use one of these snow globes, then my suggestion to avoid getting a giant bubble in the top when it's flipped over is once it's filled up and you've added the waterproof seal, just push along the top rim and wipe away any excess that comes out. That way you don't get a big bubble on top. But if you push down on the center, you will. And now that I know that, I can fix these ones here, but I'll have to do it carefully since they're already filled with water. So all you have to do is run your nails underneath the waterproof seal and gently lift as you go around it. And we'll just add a bit more of the potion. And it's gonna spill over, but that's okay. Push down on the lip, dry away any excess spillage, and we're good to go. And there you have it, some magical fairy potions that you can pick up and shake whenever you want to see a little bit of shimmer. So we've got the purple for Aria, blue for Ella, pink for Yasmin, and now this dark blue for, who knows, a magical fairy no one's ever met. Okay guys, that's it for me and my first look at the brand new MGA Dream Ella Color Change Fairy dolls. I'm really surprised at how much I like these. The skirts, the hair, and the dolls themselves are really good quality. The only thing I'm not a super fan of is the stiff legs because some of them feel like they're about to break. But other than that, I think these are a fabulous option for a budget doll and really affordable, so perfect for birthdays or Christmas. And I'm so happy that I was able to give you guys a number hack to make sure you get one of each and avoid duplicates. What a great way to complete a collection all at once. Hopefully you guys enjoyed today's video. If you did and haven't yet, then please subscribe to this channel so you don't miss out on any future fun toy reviews, especially leading up into the holidays. As always, thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye!